What up, people? It's Nickopz here, and today I'm going to be talking about the top 3 most hated combo strings in the game. Let's get right into the video. Now, I wanted to make this video to continue the series. I'm going to start a new series on the channel where I just start talking about top 3 things regarding MK11. So I've liked it so far and I'm going to continue doing it. If you have an idea to continue the series, let me know. I really like this. I want more series on the channel. Every time I try to get a series started, it never just finishes. So I'm going to, well, not finish. I want to keep going with it, but it never just goes on. So I'm going to really try to stick to this one, and we're going to talk about it today, the top 3 most hated strings in the game. Now, the first one might be obvious, and that is going to be, let's scroll over to him real quick, Liu Kang. And can you guess what string it is? It is forward 4. People cannot stand the forward 4 string with Liu Kang. And matter of fact, while we're here, let's go ahead and get into, no, we're going to save number 2. We're going to save that one, because I don't think people are going to see number 2 coming right away. So we're going to save it. But let's talk about why Liu Kang's forward 4 is hated so much, in case you don't understand. Now, what y'all have to realize too is on the channel, I'm going to start making like more, not completely, but start adding in some beginner friendly content too. So some of you might be like, well, that's obvious, Nick. It might not be obvious to people that are newer to the game. Now, if you don't understand why this move is hated so much, let's get right into it. People cannot stand Liu Kang's forward 4. And it's basically because it is a string that does all the work for you, basically. This string, you get multiple things. You get a good stagger check. Oh, wait. Let me set him to block. You get a good stagger check, and that's basically like you can just do the first hit and then go in for your grab off of this right here. You get a multiple hitting mid string. This is 3 mids, and that is very rare in MK11, but it is a mid that hits multiple times, like this right here. Easy to combo into because you have all day to confirm it, and you get plus frames on the end of the string too. You just get so much out of this one string. And also, they try to punish this right here, the end of that right there. You can also go low. So this string is layered with a lot of options, and if you feel like they're going to press buttons after it, you can parry. So this string is just layered with so many options that just gives him so many options to pressure you. And after it got nerfed from like 9 frames to 11 frames, it's not as potent, but it's still one of the best strings in the game, and therefore one of the most hated strings in the game. People cannot stand it, and I understand why. This string has literally the potential to carry a player at like mid to lower levels, not the higher levels, but it is absolutely just an amazing string. If you gave this string to anybody, they would be among the best characters in the game. Like, they really would be. This string just does so much for you, and it's one of the most hated strings in the game. Now let's get to number 2. Now number 2 is kind of going to be a repeat, and I say that because this character was in the other top 3 video, but she still belongs in this because her string is really one of the most hated strings in the game. It's very freaking annoying. And if you want to talk about somebody just having a string that does all the work for them, even more than Liu Kang, it's freaking Sindel. Sindel's forward 4 is, and it ironically, forward 4s are very popular in this video. But yeah, her forward 4 is absolutely like just ridiculous, and I've never seen a singular move this good in the game. like disregarding the string, just the move itself. And in case you don't know what I mean by strings, it's just combo attacks right here, in case you didn't know. But this string right here, let me go ahead and mark it. Dark Intentions. This crap is stupid. So off of this string, she gets a 14 frame. Let me make sure saying this correctly. Here we go. Yep, 14 frame triple hitting mid check. Now, off of this, she can just do it and like Liu Kang, go into her grab if she wants to. And this move is so good because it's so versatile. It is a anti-air. It is a check that you could just do. It has an amazing second hit to it. And look how far it pushes you away. Literally the only person that can punish it in the game is Jade. Look how far this pushes you away. Like, it's so ridiculous. And it leaves her at the perfect range to get in your face and do her Sindel stuff. And it's just overall a very oppressive string that, and if you do this right here, dash a bit, keep checking them with it. It's absolutely ridiculous. And it's personally on my most hated string list. Like, this list is just the most hated strings in general, but I honestly like really hate this string. It just does too much for you, and it just allows Sindel players to cut their brains off and just 4-4, 4-4, 4-4. Like, her 4-4 is worse than Liu Kang's, in my personal opinion. This crap is ridiculous, and this string is amazing. And it like sets up everything she wants to do perfectly as well, whether she staggers it or just let the whole string rock. Everything she wants to do. If she wants to go in, and she can even do it twice. It's so freaking impressive. Go in, do her stuff, or if she wants to go back to the zoning game and everything, she can go back here and do all that. String is amazing, and there are some people saying it needs to be nerfed. I personally don't think it needs to be nerfed. It's just annoying, but if you nerf it, she will be terrible. Like, honestly, and I don't want to see this character terrible. I want to see any character terrible. She literally needs this string. So, yeah. That gets Sindel out of the way as number 2 of the most hated strings in the game. Now, number 3. This is probably going to throw people off, and I need to change the thumbnail for the video because people are going to get this one too easily. And this string is for sure the most hated string in the game. And it's mainly because the options you get off this string. Now, this string is not really hated by a lot of people in like the mid to lower levels of the game, but among the higher levels of the game, a lot of people hate this string. They really, really do, to the point where it's like, dang, is that serious? And then you fight against one and you realize, oh yeah, it's that serious. This string is freaking the worst. And that is Mr. Aaron Black and his back 2 string. That string is so dang annoying, and it is the most hated string in Mortal Kombat 11. Now let's get into why that string is the most hated string in Mortal Kombat 11. Freaking back 2 slide. Like, that's the most hated sequence in Mortal Kombat 11 by a lot of people. Just, they cannot stand it. Now, matter of fact, let me go ahead and switch to the tournament variation just in case. Alright, so this string right here. Now, why do people hate this string so much? First of all, it is a mid to a double overhead. Now, you might be thinking, okay, that might not be that potent or that scary, but then Aaron Black can also go low at any time during this string. So you can go low right there and right there. That's the mix-up off of it. Now, it can be fuzzied, but you're not going to be fuzzying it like that online. You're just not. You're going to get hit by this string a lot, and people really cannot stand it. Now, let's go more in depth into it. It can't just be that, the mix options. Now, it's because if we look at it right here, the string is also 11 frames. It is very quick, and you get hit by it. If you get hit by it in like any way, he's getting the maximum value off of it. It used to be like that. He could hit it at certain ranges and it wouldn't combo all the way, but ever since they fixed it, it's not like that anymore. So let's set him, well, not him, Devora, to jump right there. Now sometimes the string can just literally like clip you like mid jump out of the air, yeah, like that. And I think that's another reason people hate it. They're about to get up off the ground and then all of this hits them and he's still getting everything he wants in this string. It's very amazing, and you will get hit by back two slide a lot with this character. It's just going to happen. You're not going to be ready for it all the time, and then while you're looking out for that, then you still got to worry about the second mix when he can go for the low after it too, and it's just absolutely so much stuff to look out for. But I personally don't think the string should be hated as much as people hate it, but it is a very annoying string. I cannot deny that at all. Like, it is the worst. And then off of it also, like when he slides, he gets put in the perfect position to go up and do another one. Freaking amazing. It's an amazing string and the most hated string in Mortal Kombat 11. So yeah, everybody, that is the video. I hope you all enjoyed the new top 3 series that's going on. If you have something that you think would be a good idea for the top 3 series, let me know, and I will, go ahead and shout out your name and be like, oh, I got this idea from so and so in the comments below. But yeah, that is the video, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Twitch and my Patreon, and Nickopz out.